all things going live. I appreciate you all joining me. Let me know if you have any questions, friends. Thank you so much for being here. This is my 4 o'clock live. We talk about going live with confidence and ease. So come on in. Let me know if you have questions. We're going to get to talking and chatting in just a little bit. Appreciate everybody coming through. And so if you are new here, feel free to put in the chat new. Thank you so much for joining. Feel free to put new in the chat. And then if you are not have subscribed, feel free to subscribe to the channel, as well as click that bell to know when I go live and post content. So I appreciate everybody joining me. Let me know if you have any questions. So we're going to talk all things going live. You guys know I co-stream, so I'm going to go on the TikTok side, and we're going to talk about what does it mean to go live over there as well. So we'll talk over there, and then I am going to make sure that I also go live, excuse me, go live and support all of you with any questions you have. Okay, so let me know if there's any questions, friends. And we'll get started in just a few moments. Appreciate all the support. So this is my 4 o'clock. Like I said, we're gonna get started so you guys can engage fully. All right. And okay, and we'll get started in just a few minutes. Thank you all for being here. I am gonna fix my hair. And I'm gonna chat for a little bit and connect with all of you. So let me know if you have any questions. I appreciate the support. So let me know if there's any questions, friends. And we'll get started in just a few minutes. Thank you all. Hi, how are you, friends? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate everybody joining. If you don't mind giving me a like, give me a thumbs up so I know you're here. So I appreciate all the support. Make sure you like the live, give me a thumbs up. And if you haven't done so already, click that subscriber button, as well as the bell to know when I go live, get notifications when I go live and post content. So how are you? Why am I the only one? You're not anymore, friend. You were for a second, but not no more. There's always somebody here with you. So let me know if you have any questions, though. Appreciate that. I'm going to co-stream on TikTok. So you guys know I go on TikTok. I'm talking and chatting with you over there. So feel free to connect with me on TikTok. And we're going to talk over there because this becomes a playlist. If you are new to my live, I say ask questions, then I'll subscribe. Appreciate it, friend. So you know that I'll leave this as a playlist. It's a great way for you to learn and grow about going live in my process. And then if you are curious about going live and getting building confidence, listen to what I'm saying. Go back and watch the playlist and get those watch hours up for me. But also make sure you ask questions along the way. I love answering questions. And ultimately, if you want to meet with me, you can do that. That's in my bio as well. So we talk about one-on-ones if you need that as well. All right. So let me know if there's any questions in the meantime. Hello, Idea Barista. How are you? This is my moderator. So she is here. So feel free to connect with her. I haven't heard sound issues, so I'm assuming I'm good. Yeah, I just listened to my thing. I'm good. So yes, no sound issues. I turned on the do not disturb. So hopefully all is well and this will go smoothly. Okay. And we'll see. We'll see how this goes, you all. Let me know if you have any questions in the meantime. Like I said, we're here to support you in your journey of going live, okay? Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Look at us go. I know, friend. Look at us. So I appreciate the support. I'm going to go live now on TikTok, friends. TikTok live, TikTok live. We are talking all things going live on TikTok. Come in, let me know if you have questions. Feel free to join me. We are talking about live streaming, live hosting, being a beginner. So come in if you are new to my live. Feel free to join me, ask questions. I appreciate the support. We are talking about how to go live with confidence and ease. So feel free to come in, ask any questions to build community and go live with confidence and ease. Let me know if you have any questions, my friends who are joining. I appreciate you joining. So come in. We're gonna get to start talking and chatting in just a minute. So come in and ask questions as well. So beginners, I'm hoping beginners who are nervous, afraid, shy, scared to go live. So feel free to come in and ask questions. All right. In the meantime, um, you know what? It was at one of your local drugstores, L'Oreal. I don't gatekeep. So hello, friend. They asked about my lipstick. So here, if you want to look and see, it's backwards. But hey, hopefully you can take a screenshot. That's my lipstick. So 185 L'Oreal. Okay, so that's what you need, friend. But I got it at the local drugstore here. So appreciate everybody coming in. Thank you so much for joining the live. Let me know if you guys have questions. We're going to get beginner tips to go live. I want you guys to go live with confidence and ease. You're welcome, friend. Go live with confidence and ease. Thank you so much for asking questions. We're going to keep it focused on live streaming. Bye-bye. Keep it focused on live streaming. Let me know if there's any questions that you have. Hey, Black Lotus. How are you, friend? How's everything going? Hopefully you're doing well. And so we're going to keep it focused on live streaming. Let me know if there's questions about how to live stream. We are talking all things going live. Quick, how are you, friend? Let me know if you have questions. I want to make sure I'm answering questions. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Thank you so much, Idea Barista. Chris Piesman, how are you, friend? Welcome, welcome. Long time no see. Welcome to the room. Appreciate you being here. And Black Lotus, how are you doing today? Let me know how you're doing, friend. Hopefully all is well for you as well. We are talking about live streaming. I'm going to share my live out. If you guys are new, come on in. I want to make sure we are at answering questions as well. For any beginners coming in, you're trying to figure out how to go live, trying to figure out the mechanics of it. Hello, TJA. How are you, friend? Thank you so much. TJA by Kaya, travel advisor, travel apparel, travel information and tips. Well, welcome, friend. Welcome. You said, Black Lotus, this chick is always good. Which one is that, me? Lynn, how are you, friend? Welcome to the room. Pamela, come on in as well. Let me know if you guys have questions. We're going to get started in a little bit. I usually let the first 10 minutes, I want you guys to tap and share out the live. We are going to like the live. If you guys don't mind supporting by liking the live, we'll get some more friends in the room, get some more likes on the screen. So I appreciate that support. We'll see if we can get it moving as much as 10K in the first 10 minutes. That's the goal. That's what I said. That's what I hear the goal should be. 10K in 10 minutes if we can get it up a little bit. So we'll see. Thank you all for coming in. In the meantime, let's do this. I'm going to share out my live so we can share it out as well. I'll let some more friends know we are here right now. And they can join the live as well. So we'll get some more folks in the room. And then I have to say this out loud. I do have a hard stop. So depending on what the questions are and what direction we take this live stream, I do have a hard stop at 6:30, maybe 6 o'clock. So it'll probably be a 90-minute live. At most I could press it to 2 hours, but I always want to make sure I'm able to answer questions that people come in and have. So I want to make sure I'm answering your questions. So we're just going to get started in a few more minutes. We'll bring some more folks in the room first before I have to repeat myself. I felt like the last couple of days we've had a nice amount of people coming in. So I feel like I've been on repeat quite a bit, which is fine. I'm not complaining. I'm not complaining. But it is one of those things where I prefer not to start talking. Rose Gold, how are you, friend? I prefer not to like go down a rabbit's hole and start talking, and then somebody come in and say, "Oh, how do you do that again? And what's that about? And what's that board? Do it for me one more time." Oh, board. So let me know if you have questions. If you're curious about the board, I could talk about that as well. Slowly getting myself together. I feel your friend. New year, new you. You got it. You got this. I wonder how you felt about that. All the questions coming at me. Um, you know what? It doesn't actually bother me, to be honest with you. I'm joking about it because it happened. It has not happened in quite some time that the room has had a nice flow of folks coming in. TikTok had me in the shadows. I'm not saying that I'm not out of the shadows yet, but because there was a nice flow of people coming in, I was getting a lot of the same questions. The same questions kind of, it's one of those things where it's like, what about reinventing my niche? Gotcha. Oh, you're wondering about doing that? Oh, tell me more. What's the new idea? Let me know, Rose. What's the new idea? Thank you all who are here. Appreciate you all coming in. Appreciate any support with liking the live and sharing it out. We've done almost 4.5 minutes. 4.5 taps, 4.3K taps, 4.4K taps in 6 minutes. So we'll see if we can get it closer to 10. We'll see what that looks like. But um, Rose, I think you're probably typing your message. What if you sent it already? I haven't seen it. But what are you thinking as a niche? Because you can change your niche as you're going live and you're thinking about what exactly is your goal for connecting with your community. What are you trying to achieve? Are you trying to build more, drive more business? Are you trying to get clients? Like, what's your goal? I would say think about what your why is. Why are you doing it? What is your why? And then make sure you're presenting something that people would know, like, and trust and relate to based on you offering it. So that would be my thoughts on it. Angela, thank you for joining the live. I appreciate you, friend. Leanne, how are you as well? So let me know. Jazzy girl, how are you? Amanda, how are you, friend? I always pause for our Amandas. My mom was an Amanda, so I appreciate you, friend. Passive streams of income. Okay. And so you would talk about different passive streams of income. Is that what you're saying? So people who are interested in making passive streams. Is it anything in particular? Is it a particular niche? Kelly, how are you? I think it filtered me. Yes, it must have filtered you. TikTok is funny like that. Yeah, so that's the one I saw was passive stream of income. I didn't see what you put before that. So yeah, TikTok might have filtered you. Others who are coming in, thank you so much. I appreciate your support. If you are new to the live, put new in the chat. We'll talk because I talk about when to go up. If you want to go live, here's some beginner tips. So the first thing I ask you to do, put your name in the chat. Chris, how are you? Chris, how's everything going? Chris, did you change your name too? Let me know. Welcome to the room, friend. Was it always? I felt like you changed it, but maybe you didn't. Let me know if you did, friend. How's everything going? Is this a different account? Maybe the same picture, but a different account. Amanda, how are you? Amanda, farm wife, farm life, horses, raising 2 kids, small business, brought from the barn, custom leathers. Then he got cut off. No, same. Okay. Well, hi, Chris. Chris, did it not work? The link I emailed you. Let me know if that didn't work. I posted it 2 times with doing medical carrier. You posted it 2 times with doing so medical carrier is what you would do. Nicolette, how are you, friend? I'm a free-spirited, free-thinking woman who enjoys metal music and weird stuff. Welcome to the room. So, Chris, no, same. The same account, that's what you meant by no same. But tell me, can I join more than one fan? Say that again. You talking about the daily fan? You're not talking about the agency. Let me know what you meant by that, Chris. Because I know you had messaged me about the agency, so I just want to make sure you got squared away there as well. Hello, Nicole. Hello, Lynn. Appreciate you, friend. Others come in our room. I appreciate you all joining. Thank you all for grabbing your daily heart me's. TikTok is not giving me the flash goal yet, so we'll see what it is. I've been getting the heart me quite a bit lately. So we'll see if that is in fact what I get today. Because it finally works when I open it in a browser. So application is in now. Okay, let me take a look at it. When was the last time you've gone live? Chris, do you go live daily? Because that's the next question. I've gone live a couple times, but no one comes in. Nicolette, okay. So no one comes in, not yet. Okay, so when I go to accept you, it won't let me. I'm gonna tell you that right now because you have to go live. You have to be officially going live and regularly going live to join the agency. So I need you to go live 3 days in a row. Those are the first 3 lives that you'll do, and then after you do those lives, you can come back and reapply because if you it expires in 7 days. So if you do those 3 lives in the next 7 days, you can come in day 4 and say, "Hey doc, I did the lives. Can you click to see if I'm ready, if it's eligible?" And I'll do it that way. So let me see. I'll click it now. But if you're telling me already that you haven't gone live, I'm gonna get you're ineligible. You're ineligible. Just clicked it. It won't let me. You don't have a application in. I mean, I'm sorry, you don't have a live status as of yet. So yeah, that's exactly what just happened. Okay, so Natty, Nat, how are you, friend? Nicolette, thank you for the follow. Let me answer your question, Nicolette. Let's talk through that. I've had 3 lives now, and today will be day 3. I've had 7 people come in. Amanda, congratulations. Hey, let's cheer for that, friend. That's progress. That is awesome. I know you're like 7 people ain't a lot, but hey, 7 people is a lot. That's 7 people who didn't know you. They stopped in, and they might have been scrolling, but now we're gonna work on how do you get them to stop and sit and chat. And maybe those are 7 people who chat, which is great, which is even better. So yes, that is progress, friend. You said me too. I've gone live 3 times, but only 0 to 1 person. Um, Again, you gotta get the algorithm used to you. What's a live status? Why did you say that? Live status. I don't know what you meant by that. Live status. Did I say live status? Did I say that? Did I use that word? I don't know what that means. Live status meaning that you go live or you don't? What do you mean by that? 7 more than yesterday. There we go, friend. You say, yeah, I said live status? How did I use the context? Did I just say that? I have to go back and listen to recording. I say stuff and I'm like, why did I say live status? You sure I didn't say something else? So did I say something else? TikTok just gave me the flash code. Let me click that. You say you got 10K. Thank you so much. Oh, awesome. And we did it like in 11 minutes. Awesome. Appreciate it, friends. We got this. You said, yeah, Nicolette, uh, I said, do you go live? And you said yes. That's why I would have said live status, I guess. TikTok gave us the ice cream cone as a flash goal. So let's see. This is a flash goal where TikTok is trying to see the chat to activate, and it's 1 per person. It's 1 coin. It's the flash goal. Y'all got to keep me honest. Why would I say live status? Let me see. My tapper said it was delivered, and it surely is missing. Oh, wow. Roscoe, did you get the tapper from me? Today. What did you say, Leanne? It says they decided not to torture you today. I know. TikTok was like, oh no, we choosing violence. No, just shared. Okay, no, just shared. I was like, did you get the tapper from me? Hey, Halleck. Nicolette, let me talk to my newbies in the room. Nicolette asked questions about going live and not having people in the room. So we're going to talk about that. Janine, how are you doing, pals? Thank you so much. Others coming to the room. I appreciate you all joining. Thank you for the support. You guys are awesome. So come on in. We're going to get to tapping and sharing. So I appreciate the support. Let's see. You said that you had no live status because when you looked at the application, they can't go live. Okay, got you. I was like, what did I say live status? Thank you. I was like, what context did I say that in? Okay, that makes sense. Now that does sound like something I said. Okay, so no live status because they had never gone live. Meaning that there was no status. Zero status. So that's what that meant. Thank you so much. I was like, why would I say that? Hey, Janine, appreciate you. So, Nicolette, I hope that makes sense. Nicolette, please let me know if that made sense. So, no live status, meaning that the status of his live is zero. It's no live status. So thank you for that. I was like, I was talking. I was like, I totally missed what I must have said. Thank you. Thank you all who are coming in. I appreciate you guys. I see. Yeah. Okay. It makes sense. Okay. I totally missed it out. I was so baffled, but I was listening. Thank you, Black Lotus. Black Lotus, I missed it too. I had forgot what I said, so I forgotten. Got a charge course. Go rejoin with the iPad. Okay, perfect. I have no live status. Kim, you have no live status either. You don't. Kim and Chris had just applied, and their live status was zero. They had no live status. So that's exactly what that means. No live status. I need to get a sticker for that. That's gonna be the new sticker. No live status. All right. We will put that in there. I've gone live 5 times though. Okay, so yes, so you do have a live status. You would have a live status. Now what they did, your fairy lash tech. Oh, I like that. What are we talking about? We're talking about, okay, so in the context of this conversation, so now I got to go back because the context of this conversation, how do we do the sound effects? Oh, it's a little wand. That's where you could do effects, sound effects, all that is in there. That little wand when you're a live host is there under the wand. So you would click, it looks like a little pencil almost. Um, in the context of what we were talking about is that Chris came in and he said he applied to the agency. I am a creator network agency. You can apply. It's a free program. And he applied, and because he had not gone live yet, he had no live status. That's the message that actually pops up. And then it kind of gives a context of the person that they hadn't gone live, basically. And so when I said it, I was reading the description of the term that's used. And so and I said it so quickly, didn't realize that I had said the term no live status. And so when you apply to the agency, I'm a creator network agency. It's a free program, like I said. I'm going to talk a little bit. I know I've been sharing so much information lately. I need to slow down and talk about the agency benefits and like what do you get from the agency, just so that you guys have a little bit more context. And then, as you can tell, there's people who are in the agency. We officially have 171 people. It might be more than that now. It might be 72. 170. Still say 71. 71. There's somebody who needs to accept. So it's 171 people who have applied to the agency or are in the agency. Not everybody going live the way they should be, but we do have that on the roster. So essentially, what you're getting is from the agency I offer, and there's 2,000 agencies. That's what TikTok officially said in their meeting last week. There's 2,000 agencies. Of those 2,000 agencies, there is 300,000 people who are part of agencies. Of those 300,000 people, that is out of 8 million that actually have active go live status. So you think about a person like Chris, you think like a person like Kim and the others that come in that actually can go live, can active creators who can go live, they just need to go live more frequently. So that's what that 8 million represents. And so what TikTok is trying to do is get people to go live and ultimately build a live, a thriving live community. Obviously, TikTok wins, you win because you get monetized as you go live. Going live on TikTok is the very first way you can monetize. They allow you live access as little as 50 followers. You can go live and you can start earning through the gifting and engagement that happens in your live. Okay, so a lot of people don't understand the techniques of going live. They don't know training, just like our friend just asked, like, hey, where do you do sound effects? And how do you do this thing? How do you co-host? How do you, create a board? So all those things, as my agency does, I train you, I support you, we ask questions, we learn from each other. We got somebody like Leanne who's in the room who is like actively using the computer, the laptop to do live studio, which is another way to stream. I'm using my phone. She uses her laptop. So we're learning from each other. We have connections and we are a network essentially that we've created where we can connect with each other and grow. we're building, we have weekly meetings, we're understanding different features. We talked about Service Plus and leveraging that. We have people who are getting restrictions and now they're using that and making, a different way of getting new business and stuff, driving business. So again, how you doing, Charlene? So it's a great community of supporters, people who know how to like your live, gift and do the things like that. How you doing, Kenya? Thank you for the roses. Come get your daily heart made, do all the things to make sure that we're supporting, each other. So great community. I do one-on-ones to look at your analytics. I also will, I have a school platform where you can go there, you can network with each other. There's some resources and information for you there as well. So all that is there. Kimmy, thank you so much. Somebody's comment might have got filtered too. So if I did not respond to your comment, um, it may have gotten filtered. You said your fairy lash tech. You said so I may switch. What is switch to what? That might have got filtered. What was your comment, friend? Oh, I preferred laptop. Yeah, definitely connect with Leanne. Leanne, put a comment in so I can post you, friend, ping you. Can you still sell on TikTok Shop if you're an agency? Yes, you may. You only can do one agency though. So TikTok Shop does have what's called the TikTok Shop Partners Program, but this is the Creator Network Program. And so you only can do one agency per person per account. Um, Thank you, Kim. I see you 300 minutes. Hello, Moonflower. Thank you so much. Moonflower, I just gave a whole explanation on the agency. Let me know, because I saw your message, but I get a chance to respond. Let me know if I'm going to recap. I'll recap in a second. But let me know if you had specific questions. You said, I'm back. Hello, friend. Hey, Sunflower. Thank you so much. You said there are so many agencies. I'm in one from a while back, but they didn't do anything for me. Um, so okay, you connected with Rose Gold. So Leanne connected. Leanne is, I'm pinning her for a second, you guys. If you're interested in the laptop live studio, doing it from your computer, definitely connect with Leanne. She can give you some good advice on how to do it. She can give some specifics. I don't want you guys to be out here trying to figure it out. She can give you some tips and strategies on how to do live studio. Okay. So when it comes to other agencies, I can't coach or poach you. So let me say that first and foremost. So you always want to talk to your agency first about how to, what they offer and what you expect from them. So that's the first thing. Before you go to the agency, you should do the research, but you also, once you join, you should ask them questions too. You said, can I join more than one fan club? Yes, yeah. Fan clubs, there's no limitation on. So, Chris, I'll explain fan club in a second. Give me 1 second. Yes, you can join every live you go to. You can grab their daily heart meeting. So, there's no limitation on that. That's how you become their fan club member. So, I'll explain the daily heart meeting because you really need to start leveraging that as a live host and as a viewer. Okay. So that was your question about maybe you switch. I was unsure of what you specifically do for a creator. Okay, so let me recap. I'll recap and then I'll talk about specifics. I need to know how to do that. Need to know how to do what, Charlene? What's that, friend? Tell me what you meant. Are you asking how to leave? Is that what you're asking? You standing in for Nika? Is that what you're telling me? Okay, thank you. You're welcome. I think you standing in for Nika. You know, like my person poached me from my friend, then nothing happened from there. Oh wow, they weren't supposed to do that, but yeah. Um, so let me. Okay, so let me answer Charlene's question the way I understood it. She was asking. She needs to know how to do something. Okay, so here's the thing. The Creator Network program is an official program for TikTok. Okay, it is an official program, and so you can go here. I'm going to show you. You can go on your profile page. Go to your um, TikTok studio. Oh, laptop or phone. Oh, that's okay. You wasn't talking. You wasn't standing in for Nika. That's okay. Hello, friends. Okay, so you are gonna go. Thank you, Miss Darlene. I see you, friend. Thank you so much. Let me flip my camera. TikTok Studio. You're gonna click that. You're going to go to the live side. You're going to scroll down on the live side to tools and resources. Hey, Charmaine, how you doing? Good morning. Good evening, Miss Darlene. Why is it not working? So you're going to go to this side here. You are going to go to what is the Creator Network. Now, my Creator Network, this account is my shop account, so it's not with an agency. But if you are with an agency, read your page, go to this account and read. It'll tell you the agency you're with. It'll tell you your start and end date when your contract is over. It will walk you through anything you've done in terms of earnings that you've, diamonds you've collected over the time. So read through what's here. And if you need to change that relationship, it has that option as well. All right. So that is where you would go. But always contact your creator network. Contact them to talk to them if you belong to one. If you're in a room and you belong to one, that's who you would contact. So it's a contract. To every contract different. Every contract is different. My contract, I'll be honest with you, anybody who started in the beginning of this year, I made it 6 months. Anybody who started in August, I made it 1 year. So in August, or essentially into the end of the year, contract renewals will start over. If you are somebody who has not been going live, your contract won't be renewed. So I'll say that much. Your contract won't be renewed because I can't keep you on my books if you're not going to be an active creator. Okay, so that's part of one of the things that when I went to this meeting most recently, TikTok is really focused on people who want this service are the people who will continue in the program. If you don't want the service, if you don't want to support and show up and do all the things to make sure you're growing, then you don't need an agency. So that's the first thing I will tell people. Like, this is a free program, so your job is to make sure that you are actively going live, connecting with your community, building and growing. And so honestly, if you're not looking to do that, then you don't need an agency. So there's no point in having an agency at all. So my agency service would be, I show up here twice a day. We do competitions. We've done campaigns. Did I tell y'all I sent the email because our Love and War campaign? It was only a 24-hour campaign, and I'm gonna say it was me. I'm gonna take the responsibility, but I think it was TikTok. I really do think it was TikTok. But we'll start those mini rookie campaigns in the month of March. What I will tell you is just continue to grow and build and do your rookie campaigns. Anyway, how do agencies make money from the creators if it's free? Because creators make money from TikTok. So that's what happens. As you make money from TikTok, TikTok gives you your cut. TikTok takes a percentage, and with TikTok's percentage, they pay agencies. So that's how it happens. Yeah. So because you're here as a creator and you're making money from TikTok, TikTok wins, you win, and the agency wins. So that's how it works. Yeah. So that's through the Scale Live Rewards. If you give me a minute, I'll explain that further. But that's the Scale Live Rewards. I have got to learn when to go live. It seems like I try to go live when everybody else is. Does that count on shop items too? This is the live streaming program. This is nothing to do with shop. I tell you guys that, and like really clearly, I am not a TikTok shop agency. So I don't do shop at all. For creator, their creator part, what is it called? The TikTok Shop Partners Program. I'm not a shop agency. So whatever you do with shop is your shop page. Whatever happens when you turn on that shopping cart in terms of violations and stuff, I don't see that. I can't do anything about it. So you are doing shop on your own accord, or you can, if you want to really focus on shop, then you probably should get TikTok Shop Creator Partners, TikTok Shop Partners Program. However, my opinion, and this is what I would say about that, the partners program, you want to do your research there, because a lot of times they are really focused on people already understanding TikTok Shop. They do not do beginner stuff. So just like I talk to beginners and I'm helping you grow and do different things as a beginner, TikTok Shop, there's a bit of a learning curve, and you almost have to understand the fundamentals of how shop works before you decide that you're going to go with an agency, because they expect for you to know how to post videos and how to go live and where the buttons are and how you add products and how you remove them and do all the things. Thank you so much, friend. And so if you don't know the basics, then it may be a bigger learning curve and you may really get behind because you're trying to do all the basics. So that's the only thing I will say. Do your research on the shop programs before you start. Um, Let me know. Just joined in. Oh, how you doing, Deborah? Thank you so much. Thank you so much for being here. Those who are coming in, I appreciate it. Thank you for the daily heart me. I'm gonna explain that in a second too. Appreciate you guys. That's good to know. Thank you. You are welcome, friend. You are so welcome. Um, you said, "Oh, I want to showcase what I used in lives." Yeah, you can definitely do it. Anything you want to do in your live, your live is your live. But when it comes to TikTok Shop, you just got to be careful. That's what I was saying earlier when I was talking about Shop. Shop is its own beast, and I don't want you guys to get over there and think, "Oh, it's going to be easy peasy." Shop, you got to know the rules before you do TikTok Shop. I'm live right now. Are you really? Thank you so much for being in both places. I appreciate your friend. You with your friends. I see you. Mr. Ali. I might have missed a few comments. I apologize if I did. I apologize. Shar, what did you say? I have got to learn when to go live. Okay, I wanted to comment on that because you feel like you're going live with other people. Um, so when it comes to going live, those who are here, and if you're new, put new in the chat too. I want us to be able to connect and grow. And I don't want you guys to sit back and think this is TV. We're going to engage too. So we're going to talk about engagement. But Shar, hello, Rev. How are you, friend? Thank you so much, friends. I appreciate you being here. Thank you so much. Um, when it comes to going live with other people, the algorithm will make you think that you are going live when everybody else is going live. The goal for this app, and I tell people all the time, this app is an engagement app first. Look at you, level 11. Congratulations, friend. This is an engagement app first. So when you go into someone's live, when you are going and engaging in content, yes, that's true. I know, yeah. When you go into content and you are going on the content side of the house and connecting with folks, all of that engagement is helping you to drive more people to your live stream or to your content. I'm pro niche. I'm gonna say that right now. So if you sitting in this room talking about a niche don't matter, I want to do whatever I want to do. I'm gonna tell you right now that's gonna be a challenge for you to get the right people in your room. People are gonna want to connect with you because they're interested in your topic. They're interested in what you're offering. So focus on what your topic is going to be, what your niche is, and try to stay in that lane and attract people who are interested in that based on what you're sharing. So for here, want to go live, beginner tips. People in my room that's coming in here are interested in going live and they want some beginner tips. So that's why you're here. He said, I'm an educator, author, public speaker. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for being here. That's what it says in your bio. Educator, author, and region and teaching trauma impacted students, speaker, mom. Love that. Appreciate you being here. I also have now learned about voice chats from unwritten. Yes, unwritten is definitely she does those voice chats. She does the voice chats. He said, I'm a digital marketer, so I finally leaning into it. Okay, that's what you're leaning into. I love that. And so you're teaching people about digital marketing. Are you teaching a certain audience? Who are you teaching? So that's the thing about it. You got to know who you're talking to. So when I talk about beginner tips, I'm gonna say this right now. Y'all let me know if I'm off base here. Hey friends, how you doing, D? I teach micro habits for lasting change. There we go. I sell a program for beginners. So beginners, that's good. So here's what I will say. When I say beginners, and let me know if I'm off base. Somebody probably gonna say I'm off base. Most of the people in this room are gonna be in one of these three categories. You're gonna be a beginner, and you're either gonna be an older millennial, a Gen Xer, or a baby boomer. Now, who are y'all? Who fits in that category? Who doesn't fit in that category? You said Xers. You're an ex millennial, boomer, Gen Xer. Thank you. Because I'm not talking to your 20 something year olds. Not necessarily. You said me too. I'm not talking to your 20 something year olds. I'm probably talking to my older 30 somethings. You know, at the end of the day, I hope you said I hate the older millennial term. You know, sometimes y'all like to still say y'all millennials. You know what I'm saying? Y'all really Gen X's. But I had to acknowledge the millennials that are out there. so Like, well, honestly, when you think about it, you said millennial. See, that's how it is. You said I'm 83. Look at you, friend. There you go. Actually, you are the silent generation, aren't you? so, so I love it. But I say that because at the end of the day, my audience is typically. You said you said not that older part. You're not the older part. You said cut off that older part. He's like, how dare you? I'm not older. I'll just say millennials then. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to offend. But no, the real thing is you got to know who you're talking to. And if you are talking to an audience, you almost have to be very specific about who you're talking to. People who are here that are beginners to TikTok, I know those generations. I name those generations because many of those people thought this app was for the little kids for the longest. That's the way it was advertised. But there's a lot of people who are in our demographic, our age group, that are here, but we want to learn and we want to use this app for our, either our business or we want to make. I tell you, there's the four categories that they mentioned that exist for people. The why that people are here. That's exactly what I thought. Yeah, that's it. And so the generation that's come here now, that we're looking to make income, whether it's passive or not, we're looking to make some income from this. We don't necessarily want to just only consume. We also want to curate. We want to create content and make money off of it because we've heard all the different ways you can make money. So we are trying to make income. The other people who are here, you might want to live out your rich and fabulous fame dreams. Like you want to be famous. Maybe there's something you do and you want people to know who you are. Okay. And you're looking to use this app to grow your presence on social media and build and become famous from it. And fame could be maybe you have a talent that you're showcasing. Maybe you're doing something where you're really trying to build your internet presence. Okay. TikTok offers more than any other platform for me. It does. It does. I would agree with that, Chris. Um, when it comes to building your community, you're looking to build community. Maybe it's not necessarily the money's great, don't get me wrong. People might get to know who you are. You might become a little internet famous, but you want to really have community. You want people to come and learn and grow and be entertained and just have a good time bringing people together. Maybe your room is not huge, but you're building this nice community. Okay? That's another reason why people come here. That's the third reason. And then there's ultimately the reason why you come here because you want to master this. You really want to understand digital marketing. You really want to understand how you can leverage this for your brand, how you can build something really fantastic. Maybe it's your podcast, maybe it's your other social media platforms, and this is part of it. Maybe you want to do it because you want to be an affiliate and get brand deals and UGC deals and all the things. So you're here for that. And that mastery is a big piece of it. I'm probably part of the mastery camp, the income camp, maybe a little bit of building community too. Not necessarily the fame. So, but you come here for different reasons. So you recognize and acknowledge that. And because of that, I know why all of you are here. You're hitting one of those four categories. And so you want to make sure that you're supporting people based on your target audience. I realize I learn fast with the new sections because of what I do for works with digital marketing. All right, friend. That's it. You said first timer. How you doing, Gemini? Thank you so much for being here. Appreciate it. He said I'm okay with that. So as you know your community and you know your audience, you can draw people in and you search for that. You're looking for your target audience. Okay. I can be sneezy on other counts. Okay, this is your digital marketing one. I got you. I find this a great place for the multi-talented folks. Yes. Oh, you've been spazzy. Okay. I was like, sneezy, spazzy. All right, sure. Um, so in this particular live, what I like to teach is like getting people, first of all, my beginners. I don't want you to be nervous and afraid about this. Okay. We started this conversation off and I guess maybe we'll kind of lean into that a little bit more, just the whole idea of how do you build community? How do you get more people in your room? How do you grow your live stream? And I'm going to talk about a couple things I need for you to do and think about. There's one thing that did test, and it's horrible. So that there's one thing that I did test, and and it's horrible. What's that, Black Lewis? Let me know what you meant by that, friend. What did you test out? You test something, it was horrible. What happened, friend? Um, let me say, when it comes to building your community, okay? First of all, you said I get bored talking to myself. Just keep being patient. Ooh, I'm about to go there. You put the P word in there. Let me go there. I've been using this saying because I heard him say it in a podcast, and it just struck me as so powerful. He was saying the reason why people are not successful, and this the guy who said it is Gary V. So look him up. Gary, Garyvee. So Gary V, you should look him up. He's in this digital marketing space. He's definitely a well-known creator. He talked about people who are not successful and the ones, the difference between, yeah, I love Gary too. I do. He got me. He got me. Yes, I follow him. Okay, so y'all know what I'm probably about to say. He said the people who are not successful, that the difference between people who are successful or not is those. He said it's the DMP. You said I can't stand him. He is a bit obnoxious, but I like him. I like that. I like that about him. Paul said I can't stand him. He is a bit of, you said dumb. Y'all so wrong. Look here, y'all. It's not the message. I'm a messenger. It's the message. He is self-absorbed. I get it. Y'all said that about the, what was the lady's name? Lord, what's her name? Who was the lady from January? Let them. Who was that? What's her name? Drop her name. Y'all didn't like her. Mel Robbins. Look here, y'all. I'm gonna say this to y'all. I'm gonna say this. That's why we are creating this space. We are creating this space because they have taken space. And and we need to now build up to the point where we can be those known names like the Hallecues, the Powells, the Leannes, and then ultimately the Dr. Lisas, y'all. Okay? So that's what I'm saying. So we're going to take up space. But until then, the message is what we're accepting. Okay? It ain't the messenger, it is the message. Okay? There we go. All right. That's how I feel about that. So you're right. Maybe the messengers ain't all that, but I can separate from the messenger. Okay? Because the message is what I like. All right. Yes, I started reading her book and then put it down. You know what? Look here, y'all. That's the problem. That's the problem. The difference between them and us. Okay? Because we look at the messenger and we can't look at the message. You get, I got you. Okay. So here's the message. VEE. Because I ain't gonna say his name no more because y'all nasty about his name, but that's okay. Or is it only on the phone? Oh, I missed Charmaine. Something got cut off, friend. You got filtered. What is only on the phone, friend? Um, Here's the message. The difference between successful people and people who do this and don't do it is DMP. D meaning discipline and patience. Okay? Vanderchuck. Who is Vanderchuck? I don't know who that is. Service Plus. It's only on the phone. Service Plus is only on the phone. So yes, that's the answer. Yes. Okay. You all look up a woman named Alan Hamilton. She's similar, but you may like her. Okay. Alan Hamilton. Okay, that's fine. Yes, thank you. Yes. Discipline and patience. Discipline and patience. Okay? That's what we're talking about right now. Discipline and patience. A lot of y'all don't have discipline, and y'all sure don't have the patience. Okay? I'm just gonna say that right now. Let me step on toes for this live too. I think the 4 o'clock is when I step on toes. Apparently. I stepped on toes in the 4 o'clock yesterday. I'm gonna step on toes today. All right? So discipline and patience. Discipline and heavy on patience. Absolutely. Thank you, Piles. I see you, friend. Okay. So let me say it, Dr. Lisa. Okay. The discipline and patience. Oh Lord, I just got here. So let me just say that. Okay. I'll admit it's inconsistency is not my strong point. Again, I showed up right in time for this. All right. Cause y'all hadn't even heard the message from the man, cause y'all didn't turn the man off before y'all heard him say discipline and patience. Okay? so So I know the messenger is a problem, but at the end of the day, we got to listen to the message. And the message is we need to get our discipline together, aka consistency. And we need to be patient. Okay? You said, because we know how he is and he's annoying. But I hear you, but we need the message. Okay? Who, Gary Vee? Yes. He said, what man? I guess I missed it. I'm actually working on the discipline and seeing the results. Thank you, Leanne. Thank you, Leanne. There we go. We can get the same message from people like you, but I have to listen to the man. So, oh, I love Gary Vee. Thank you. He didn't rub me wrong. He is a bit obnoxious and a little self-absorbed. I would agree with that. But at the end of the day, it doesn't annoy me. And the same thing with Mel. A little pretentious, a little privileged in how she talks and stuff. That's fine. I get it. I work with people like that, so I really really get it. So at the end of the day, that doesn't bother me. The message has to be solid, and the message is solid from both of them. So I would agree with that. I like the message. So the message works for me. People, not necessarily, but message. I wouldn't want to be in a room with them all day. You couldn't lock me up in no escape room. I wouldn't like that. I'm just saying. I wouldn't like that. But at the end of the day, good message. Good message. So I can live with that. You got to eat the meat and spit out the bones. Exactly. Live behind the source. Just get the information. That's it. Get the information. Because guess what? They winning. They winning. And honestly, they winning doing stuff that we could do. The stuff that we do. Stuff that we've been doing. But the difference between them and us, and this is real, and what he said is facts. He said they winning, yeah. The facts is we give up. We're not patient. We're not disciplined. We call in the towel. We like throwing the towel. We're like, nah, I ain't gonna do that. Nobody showed up in my room. I was bored. I was alone. Nobody wanted to listen to me. Oh, this was. I was just talking to myself. All the things before we allow the system to work, for the breakthrough to happen, for us to see some results, for us to get success. We give up. We don't want to do the practice and keep going and getting better. We don't want to work through that phase. That's challenging. That's uncomfortable. And that's the difference. You know, I really need to start using my free will. Exactly. Well, preach, madam preacher. When I crochet and chill till somebody show up. That's it. And again, it's technique too. There's a technique to this too, because at the end of the day, and that's what we kind of playing with, because this algorithm keeps changing slightly, but at the same time, it is the same machine, okay? Because at the end of the day, you have to talk. You have to make sure it knows what your topic is about. You can't be all over the place confusing the computer. Okay, so that's why you need to know your niche. That's why you need to be focused, and you need to make sure it understands who you're talking to and what you're talking about. And those people will come in your room that are interested in what you're sharing. Okay, interested in what you're doing, whether you're educating, entertaining, or inspiring. But we got to be disciplined, because we keep going all over the place doing different things. We're never letting the algorithm get used to us. We got to be focused, disciplined, and patient. Okay? Yeah, that's what I'm trying to get down. Impact. Yep. Yep, that's it. So as you're doing this, you keep showing up. You keep doing it. You keep being consistent. You keep figuring out what your schedule is, so that hopefully you get to the point where you're daily showing up means that you're going to see the results sooner. If you're showing up once or twice a week or a month, then all of a sudden you're like, well, every time I show up, nobody in my room. Well, you ain't showed up for people to be in your room. Like, make it make sense. You got to show up for people who want to be there. And then on top of that, when you do show up and they come back and you're not there, where else are they going to go? They're going to go to the next room. They're going to keep scrolling because you ain't there. You've been bouncing around times and different days and stuff. They're trying to figure out, where are you at? Even if they wanted to show up and be consistent with you and be a fan club member, they can't do it because you're too inconsistent. Okay? So discipline. Discipline is key here. This is not something where you do one time and all of a sudden your room is room and everything's great. That may happen to some people where they do a video and all of a sudden they viral and stuff, but that's not the reality for the majority. Okay? Um, that is not the majority. Okay? You said I'm talking digital marketing, keeping my hands busy. Um, Charmaine, you probably can't. You probably should think about that because the algorithm is seeing what you're doing in your live. They see everything that happens in your live. So if they're thinking, oh, she's doing crocheting, but she's talking about something else, like that's confusing. It sees everything you're doing. So I would encourage you to figure out what exactly you're doing in your live and what you're talking about that complements what you're doing. I think that's what I would say. So it really can truly learn you. Okay. Yep, I'm inspired to try selling during live because he keeps drum beating about live sales. Yes. Yeah. Oh, you're talking about him and Gary Vee. Yeah, he does talk about that quite a bit. Whatnot and all the others. Yeah. It's A/B testing. Um, I was a true fan last night while I let Miss Jessie practice her jokes on me last night. Did you? I'm so nervous to go live, Nan. How are you? I didn't think about that part. Yeah, yeah. It's paying attention. It sees everything that happens. When y'all do stuff that y'all ain't supposed to be doing in y'all live, and y'all get that violation, y'all like, wait a minute. Why they give me a violation for eating, drinking, driving? Like they see you. They see you. So so appreciate a mindset talk. We need we be needing it. Yes. We do, and at the end of the day, Halaku, I get it, because what I'm talking about, the people I'm talking about are not the 92 percenters. We know this. So Halaku's like, look here, I don't care what Doc say. People who talk and say the stuff we need to be, they need to be of the 92%. I would agree with you. I would agree with you, Halaku. But sometimes the message, that's all I'm saying, just the message, not the people, just the message. Nicole, thank you so much. I appreciate you being here. Horatio, thank you so much for coming as well. So I don't want to disrupt, okay? But I just wanted to say that because I think the mindset stuff is important when we're talking about this. And now we could talk about the mechanics of it. But sometimes the mindset is that, oh, my room should look a certain way, should be certain people, certain things happening because you see these A leaguers, these B leaguers, these high influencers that got over 100K followers and all this other stuff, and their room is rooming. That's not the case for everybody, okay? And that's not how you start here. They had an origin story too. They started somewhere. Some people's stories, hey Horatio, some people's origin stories was a little shorter runway, so maybe they ramped up and then things were moving and shaking for them pretty quickly. But a lot of us, and I say the collective us, was that we were showing up, we were doing this, and it took some time. It took several, well, I'm gonna say several weeks to months, you know? And so that's important. A couple of technical things we could talk about too, because I think there's something to be said about making sure you have the latest app update, you have the latest operating software update for your phone. And if you want to install and reinstall, I'm just going to say that. I know that sounds bad, but you may have to do that as well. Okay. Just booked my 101 with you to help me with the live stream setup process. Okay, friend. I bake and plan to go live on Friday. Oh, awesome. Wait a minute. It got cut off. Hold on. It messed up. Where'd it go? I bake and plan to go live on Friday in the kitchen. Awesome. Welcome to the room, friend. How are you? You said KS banana bread. I love it. You doing banana bread flavors. I love that. And I love banana bread too. And just so everyone knows, I get dejected and angry, frustrated too. I just refuse to give up. No, we need to hear that. Seriously, y'all. We need to hear that because I don't say this is easy. I don't say it is easy. It is a job. Okay. Journeys for Jen, how you doing? It is a job. As much as we like to not think of this, I enjoy my job. I I have to be honest with you, and I've said this before. 2025 was a breakthrough year for me. It was a breakthrough year for me. When I think about everything that happened from the day I started to go live all the way up until the end of the year or going into this year, it has been a breakthrough year. All the ups and downs, all the experiences. I remember doing Coach Jesse's live, and she kind of interviewed me, and those were some of the questions she asked, like what was some of the good and the bad, what are the things that you experienced, and I was able to really process in real time everything that had happened in terms of having a room, kind of growing into this, having a room that was rooming, having a room that wasn't rooming, being in the agency, leaving an agency, starting an agency, doing TikTok shop, stopping TikTok shop, all the things that happened over the year. So there was a lot that happened, and I grew up, grew a lot. The girl you see today, the woman you see now, is not the woman you would have saw in 2024 or any year before that. And so I found my voice. I found a certain level of commitment, and knowing that anything I've done up until this point, and I've done a lot. I've done my doctorate. I've had kids. I've done 2 marriages and a divorce. I've done some hard things. Okay. This was hard. This was not easy. This changed who I am and how I show up. This made me reflect about what's important and what's not, and how I was wasting time, and how I need to reallocate and rethink about my time that I spend. This has been a breakthrough experience. And so if you want to go through that and navigate that, just recognize it's not going to be 100% easy. But I found joy in it. I love what I do. And I love connecting with all of you because you guys are real people to me. It's just not me sitting here talking to myself. So just know that that's how this works. And so you'll find your space in it, but you got to be committed to the process. You said I need help figuring out these 18 leagues. Oh, the leagues. Don't worry about leagues yet. We're not talking about leagues yet, Charmaine. I don't want you to go there yet. We all crawl first. We do. We crawl first. We absolutely do. We have to. Yes, that's how I look at this as well. Yeah, it is exactly. The longer you live, the more you leave behind. Ooh, I love that. That's true. I done left some folks behind too. So, started from scratch. I have dropped a few friends along the way, people that were former friends, because I was like, you know what, we're not the same person. I'm good. I'm good. I can move on. Yes, that's why I had to step away and reassess. But I built a nice community during that time. I love it. I love it. It work. It is work. A lot of pivoting, yes. You'll figure it out. It's definitely a job. It is. I don't want y'all to come back and be like, Doc, why didn't you tell me? What oh my God, this is too much work. Techfinity is boss. Oh yeah, Techfinity is good. Yeah, I like that. Um, So, yeah, so just keep that in mind. I was catching up on comments. If I missed any of your comments, I apologize, friends. Feel free to put it in again. TikTok does filter comments every now and then, so I don't want you guys to think I'm ignoring comments. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Thanks for sharing. You're welcome. You're welcome, friends. But I want you guys to I want you to feel confident that there are people who are here to support you. Just saying. Sometimes we get in a point in our life where we don't want to ask for help, and we don't want to ask the questions. You can ask the questions. I'm probably one of the few people on the app that do answer questions quite a bit. Probably overly answer. Hey, Alex, thank you so much. Look at you, level 23. Thank you so much for being here, friend. But just keep that in mind. You got to ask questions. You got to listen. You got to engage. This is an engagement app. I say that all the time. So those in my room, if you have sat here this whole time and you have not said hi yet, you are missing out on opportunities. This is a small room, so you can easily say hi and we can say hi back to you. So just know that that's how this goes, okay? Um, every once in a while, I catch up with the multi guest live. You know what you mean? Yes, I'm going to give you all of those finger taps in that year right now. Thank you for that. I appreciate you. Yes, we definitely need to tap. We have not been tapping enough. I guess we could be at 50K taps now, y'all, because we've been live for, it's been an hour. Wow, it's been an hour. Tapping is clapping. Yes, it is. Yes, and you can make money on other people's live as a guest or just from engagement. Yes. So in order to earn, you can make money as a guest. If you're in the boxes, that's where people will turn on their guest panel boxes, and the little coin that you see is that person was gifted. Okay. And then as a live host, you could turn on or off the feature to get it like a hosting fee. So essentially, it's almost, I give it the analogy of like if you come to someone's house, you don't come empty handed, you might bring a a bottle of wine or something. That's a hosting fee. So they can get that as well. So just think about it that way. You're not just collecting without, paying a little bit of a tip. Okay. Doc, does the voice chat caught like the actual, what you mean? Voice chat. What do you mean, like from an analytics perspective? It is, yes. It's like the. Let me count. Okay, thank you. I was trying to read between the lines. Yes, yes. It's a regular live. It's a live. Matter of fact, in the analytics, when I see it, I don't know it's a voice chat unless you tell me. More than likely, I know it's a voice because you go live like 7, 8 hours. That's what I'm saying. Oh, this was a voice chat. It was a voice chat or your analytics. The analytics for voice chats are usually lower, like the impressions, the viewers, all that stuff. So it's much lower. So if I see where someone's gone live for like 2 hours and I look at it, I'm like, that's probably a voice chat. Your analytics, your numbers don't look right. So, but unless you tell me it was not a voice chat, I don't know it. I don't know if it's a voice chat or not. I think it means that without having your camera on. Voice chat is no, voice chat is a very specific feature. Let me see, I'm gonna show you. So when you click live, you see where it says voice chat. This is the regular voice device camera. So this is a regular live. So you'll see me here. Okay, regular live here. But if I click this voice chat, it's under the go live button. You see these buttons? It's all audio. So all you're gonna hear is my voice. You won't see anything. You have no boards. You can't put anything like that up. It is 100% voice audio. Okay. Oh, I never knew that. Okay, thanks. You're welcome. You're welcome. So yeah, so this is the voice chat. Keep in mind, you got to be careful. And let me say this too, because I'm noting, and we've had a couple people get violations for voice chats. I do believe it's a glitch. I do think you need to uninstall and reinstall your app. I'm going to say that out loud. I'm going to say that over and over again because I am a proponent of doing it. But people have gotten a static image restriction. That static image restriction is a problem. You can't make it not go away. When they appeal it, they don't approve the appeal. There's nothing that is being done about that. And if you get 6 of those, you lose your live access. So I'm cautioning you all from overdoing the voice chat. If you're gonna go live, do it where you are actually using your voice. You say you got one. Yep. Hey Lighthouse. Doc, I adore that your new setup shows your phone on the YT. You can see it clearly. Oh, really? So when I did this, you saw it? Oh, okay. Oh, it does help. It does look better. That's true. Yeah. Um, so I caution you guys from using voice chat and overdoing it because of that static image that's coming up. If you're going to use voice chat, you probably need to make sure you're also using your voice. Okay? I sign in with my other account so I can always have activity. I don't know if that's, I don't know. I don't think that's doing it. I think it really is people who just have the music playing and they don't have the TikTok music playing and they don't have their voice at all. I think that's the problem. If you had a third party, maybe an audio book, I have to confirm if the other 2 people who got violations, especially overnight, yeah. I have to confirm if the people who got violations just had TikTok music. I believe that was the case. I believe they had TikTok music going at that time. But just be careful, okay? Um, yeah, so definitely be careful about usage and overusage. If it happens where too many people in an agency are getting that violation, and I don't want people to lose their live access, I probably will have to encourage y'all not to do it at all. So I'm gonna pay attention to it. It happened twice last week, and I'm not understanding, all the reasons behind it. I still think maybe the app needs to be updated, something else needs to happen, but I don't want you guys to lose your live access. So keep that in mind. You said especially overnight with using your own music in the voice chat. Yeah. Oh no, I'm usually talking. Okay, that's good. That's good. I'm going to sing all the songs for you for that 90 minutes. You know what? I like your voice chat. You um um Charlene, she does 90s hip hop. She does all types of music. I was like, oh girl, I'm gonna say here for a minute. You said it was overnight. It was overnight that happened? Yeah. Were you doing TikTok music or your own music? Did you have like your microphone unmuted and you were doing TikTok music? Or were you doing your own music? But that static image, it is catching people left and right. So we want to make sure that you guys don't lose your live access. And like I said, if you're with a agency, you got to be really careful too, because it's on the agency to make sure creators are not staying in violations, and that's actual violation. It's not a restriction; it's a violation. It was all night while using TikTok music. Yep, yep. So yeah, I think that's the problem. So if you're gonna do it, you might want to switch up your strategy so you don't get it again. Um, any questions about that? Voice chat is there. So the voice chat is a specific feature. Be careful too, because sometimes people will put a gift goal up there, and it is. Thank you so much for that. The gift goal is not able to be clicked because none of the interactive gifts, so someone kissing your face, the little heart kissing your face, or the hat and mustache, or the DJ glasses, any of that type of stuff, those gifts you can't receive because those are interactive gifts. And keep in mind, there's no person, there's just your little picture that's there. There's no person to interact with. So that gift, you want to be careful about what gift you send. So select. Some people come in my live telling me my Polly was low the night before it happened. Oh, okay. Wow. I've seen a lot of people who've gotten like their hey Black Lotus, there are a lot of interruption with the music. Like you could tell something else is not right because the music is pausing a lot and stuff. So that may be connection issues too. But be careful. I'm gonna say that because, like I said, that happened last week. We really hadn't talked about it, and if you're gonna be on TikTok live and do that the voice live, the voice chat live, just make sure you are talking or having your audio playing music from your computer, or you are talking over the music or something. So that way it doesn't seem like there's truly a static image. The other thing I will say is remove your board from maybe the other live. If you do the device camera and you had the board up, remove it before you go live on voice chat too. I don't know if that's an issue, but sometimes I think that could be an issue too. Um, People coming in, thank you so much for being here. I can definitely see how voice chat works for the book talk community. Yes, a lot of people use it reading books, audios. Yeah, that happens quite a bit. Thank you, Kim. I appreciate it, friend. That happens quite a bit where people are doing the audio readings. You'll have people use the voice chat too for like meditation. So they have an audio book playing. Yeah, so they have an audio book playing or some type of recording that's doing the meditation as well. So people do that too. Thank you for the follow. Thank you for the gifts. Hey, Miss K Latte, appreciate your friend. Um, any questions, my new friends? I let me know if you're here and you're new. Put new in the chat so we can say hi to you. Hey, Pleasant, how are you? Pleasant Pig, how are you, friend? Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's a good one. Yeah. So you'll come up on those type of lives as well. Thank you so much, Janet W Shop. Thank you so much. Just me and the road. Appreciate your friend. KS Banana. Thank you so much, Silver Fox. Appreciate your friend. Thank you so much. Silver Fox, you or somebody else who mentioned that voice chat issue. What I was saying is that you may have to talk. I'm hearing that from the agency chats where people were asking about it recently. I think you're gonna have to talk more than just play the TikTok music. So I just want to make sure I said that out loud for you as well. I think that's what people are saying. The static image is because people are using just TikTok music. So, yes, I got a violation and I had their music on, but I left them a message live as they tell them. then, so did they remove the violation? I didn't see it come in for you, Black Lotus. They must have lifted it, huh? They gave you they removed your live. You said live, Fairy. So should we focus on a certain time of day to go live, or just be consistent with the time we go live? Um, they are still enforcing the violation for you, Silver Fox. Yes, yeah. Like I said, you got to be careful. So I would say try to make sure you have audio that you're talking. Actually, how long do you recommend that we do the voice chat? You know what? If you're gonna do voice chat, I really don't think it should be overnight. I'm gonna say that first and foremost. I really think you should avoid overnight, especially if you're gonna do where you're just playing TikTok music, your phone's muted, all the things. So I don't think you should do overnight. I would say probably. You said I agree. Yeah, I would say probably do an hour to 2 hours. It doesn't get pushed out a lot. Um, my live, I had one live that did really well, but it was when I was talking. People were coming in, they were sharing out the live. We were having a whole conversation, and that live was probably decent. It was doing okay, but it doesn't get pushed out a lot either. So I don't know if you want to mess with your analytics in that way, where you're voice chatting it constantly and not doing regular lives. I stopped overnights, and whenever I do, then I make sure I'm on and talking like the welcome to people. Yes, that's it. That's how I've been doing lately too. So I'll do them if I need to. Like, I don't want to talk about leagues, but if my league is like in jeopardy, I will do a voice live to kind of make sure I come in and preserve it and try to get it back to a point where I'm not going to drop lower. So I've been doing voice chats for like that. I have to do at least maybe 2 to 3 times a week, and I'll just do it right before reset. Stay a little longer. I might stay upwards of an hour, but typically try to stay like 30 minutes. So I'm not staying a super long time. Let me answer your question, your fairy. Hold on one second. I missed it again. You asked the question. Black Lotus, you said I've never had a restriction or a violation. They resumed the live. Oh, they resumed it. Okay, gotcha. You never got. I was supposed to say I didn't say anything in the system for you. Okay, thank you, Kim. I appreciate that. They are turning on the mic that they want you to engage in the chat throughout the night. Yes. Oh, they're turning on the mic too. Oh, I didn't realize that. Hello, how you doing, the Infinite Mirror? Appreciate your friend. I hadn't heard that they turned on your mic, Miss K Latte. That's happening for real? TikTok is turning the mic on. I know Unrated Unstoppable had her mic turned on at one time, and she was talking away. She was talking to somebody, I think it was, she said her husband, and they was having this whole conversation. We heard it all on the live, y'all. But she said it was supposed to be muted, and it looked as if it was muted, but it was not. So I wonder if they turned her mic on. Yeah, that's interesting. Yeah. Let's see. It was a question. Hold on one second. Your fairy lash tech. You asked the question. Did I go back down? Oh gosh. Act right, TikTok. Um, okay, focusing on a certain time of the day to be consistent. So time of day you were asking. Um, I would tell you I will want you to be consistent. Awesome tips. Thank you. You're welcome. What is voice chat? Give me 1 second, Nicole. Let me answer this question about time of day. So what I tell people, here's my way of a non-answer. Um, First, start with the time that you can stick to. So consistency starts with you. So pick a day and time that you know, okay, at every day at 7 o'clock, I can go live. I'm gonna go live. I'm gonna do my live stream for about an hour. Maybe over time I'll increase it, and you get in the habit of going live. Okay. First, starting off, you could do 30 minutes, but you don't have to do an hour, but you should try to get to at least an hour. And so I would say start with you at a time that you can be consistent. And then you want to try to get a sense of, okay, is this the right crowd? Maybe this is not my audience. So maybe I'll push to a later time that I can be consistent because I can stick to that time. But in the very beginning, try to pick a time that you can go live. So when I first started in January, I had 4 o'clock. This is my 4 o'clock live. So I start around the 4 o'clock hour. Um, and I started that in 2025 January, not this January, 2025 January. And it was because, first of all, my work day, I was still doing my day job. I don't do my day job anymore. My work allowed for me to wind down around then. So I managed my calendar and I can be done by 4, and that was fine. My son was still at daycare. He's in kindergarten now, but he was still at daycare. I was like, okay, I don't have him as a distraction. My husband, he works in education too. He was just getting home and he does his walk. He wasn't at the house. He wasn't a distraction. So again, that 4 o'clock hour was a sweet time for me. I go live now. Hey, friend, I ain't forgot about you. We meet in about an hour. So she's like, I'm in your room now. Thank you for the community gift. um, so my work schedule allowed for me to do that, and so it worked for me. And then even when it came to extending my time even more to upwards of 2 hours, I could do that because technically my family ain't home yet. And even when he comes home, my son picks up my son. My husband picks up my son from his aftercare program. When he comes home, my husband feeds him, and so I'm usually trying to get off around 6:30 ish, 6 o'clock, 6:30. I'll probably end around 6 o'clock today. But just know I picked a time I can be consistent, and I've done that all year. I kept the 4 o'clock, and then I picked up the 10 o'clock as an earlier time to go live, and I'll tell that story in the future. But the 10 o'clock was a strategic time I picked as well. So just know it has to start with you to be consistent, and otherwise you're gonna stop. You're gonna say this doesn't work for me. All the factors that will make you not show up. You'll look and see what time makes sense. So sometimes in the evening, the crowd, I jokingly say, the freaks come out at night. Because you get some weird characters in the evening. It might get a little young and weird at night. So you got to be careful about going too late, okay? But that may be your time because your audience is probably up late, and depending on what you're talking about, they want to be there in your room because they're like, wow, this is a great live. This is where I can feel comfortable and I can chat with you and do this, have this great conversation. So I don't want to discourage you, but it's just a matter of picking a time that, first of all, you can be consistent, and second of all, you might want to look and see who's your audience and what are their behaviors. If you got a topic that really focuses on a person who's on their drive to work, or they're trying to, do something in the morning to get ready to go to work, or maybe they're retired and they're up early anyway, maybe you have a topic that will accommodate that type of viewer, that type of person to come in your live. So just know it's really up to you in terms of your topic and your time that you can be consistent. Daytime TikTok versus nighttime TikTok is two different worlds. It is, friend. It is different. We do. Miss Kayla says they do, the freaks come out at night. You said I just stepped away to schedule a live. Look at you, friend. Mary said, thank you for this information. You're so welcome. I appreciate you, friend. I love it. So yeah, let me know. So voice chat, that question came up a second time. So let me answer that question. This is voice chat, Nicole. This is called voice chat. So typically you're on the device camera. This is a regular live. This is where you go here. You're gonna hit live, and you'll be right here at a regular live. This is voice chat. So all this is audio. And that's what we're talking about. That's what voice chat is. So you don't have the board, you don't have images. Only gifts that you can send are the non-interactive gifts, not the ones that kiss your face or put the hat and mustache. Anything that is interacting with you, don't pin those gifts because people can't even send them. So just know that. So I would, the gift that I have here is the floating balloons. That's fine. That'll float up on the screen and people will see it. But you're limited on even the effects. You can't do certain effects. I'm sorry, you don't do effects. You can't do any effects. You have sound effects. That's the only thing you have. And you have music, TikTok music. And what we were talking about is that the TikTok music may be causing that violation. That's what we're hearing. So you need to have your audio playing where there's not like a little microphone that has you muted. You need to have the audio playing, okay? Or you talking or something where it's not just you muted the whole time. You said, why can't they be sent? Because there's not a person to interact with. You're not on the screen. You're talking about the interactive gifts. You're not on the screen. It's just your little picture. Yeah, your little picture's there. But you're not literally on the screen. It's just your voice that we hear. Why would people want to do voice chat? Thanks. You're welcome, friend. Um, it depends on what you're sharing with your community. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. Um, it depends on what you're sharing with your community. Like I was saying earlier, some people will do audiobooks and they're sharing that information with their community. They're doing meditations. They are Holly Q has a brilliant idea. She does a podcast where she's doing podcast replays. So she's replaying her podcast for her community. And so again, the goal is that you're doing something for your, in most cases, your current viewers, your current community, your current followers are coming in. You may get some new ones because your current followers can share your live out, do all the things, and bring more visibility to your live. But for the most part, you're not getting pushed out by TikTok. TikTok doesn't want a whole bunch of voice chats in the live feed, so they don't even push it out much. So you'll see maybe a few of the people you follow in your feed, but for the most part, you're not coming across new pages unless somebody sent it to you. Play the old version of your podcast. Yes, yes. So you can do that. You should go see Halaku on Fridays at 4 p.m. Pacific time zone so that you can learn how to do a podcast. Okay, Halaku, did I do that right? You said that right. Make sure you connect with Halaku. Halaku, put your podcast stuff so I can pin it. Had about 91 views this month. Wow. 91 viewers this month for what? For the month? For what? For the month? Viewers? For your Hey Short Stuff Shops. Tell me more, friend. For what? 91 viewers. How's amazing what she does. She is good, friend. She is super good. Yeah, so there we go. Yes. So this is Aliki. So make sure you connect with her. She is doing her podcast at 4 p.m. Pacific time with Aaron and Carol. Carol is also in the agency. She's our voice guru. She is a voice actor. Okay, she's a voice actor, and she will come and she does a podcast. And I was a guest on her podcast, so she does a podcast as well. And she also has a great super fan. She wasn't feeling well this week, but we were gonna do her super fan today. She has a great super fan where she's helping you with voice acting. So you definitely want to connect with her as well if you're interested in using your voice in that way. You're here talking anyway. You're doing content. You're doing voiceovers on your content. You're doing all the things. Make sure you're leveraging all the different resources here. So I'm gonna give her a plug as well since she is doing that. And so make sure you guys connect with that and just think about voice chats in that way. So that's what the voice chat's all about. Let me know if you have other questions. I appreciate everybody coming through. How cute will have you ready to fight everybody. How cute was, yeah, she probably gonna talk about me in the next sunshine report. I'm gonna get talked about. She's like, Dr. Lisa, like Mel Robbins and Gary V. We won't be doing that. So it's all good, Holly Q. I'm okay with it. I appreciate all you do, Dr. Lisa. You're welcome, friend. um, but look here, y'all. So voice chat, be careful. That was where I was going with that. Be careful with the voice chat. You're awesome. Thank you. When she starts playing with her hair, you saw me. You saw me there. You have to go to Holly Q's room to know what I'm talking about. She said, sure will. But in a good way. I'm saying Gary Vee just got me hyped. Not 30 minutes ago. I know I'm in trouble. That's okay, Holly Q. I apologize. I know I'm in trouble. You're like, we believe in everything Dr. Lisa say, except when she. He said, I love him. As He is throwing all those girls. I know us. That's okay, Halleck. I appreciate you. But no, definitely get over there. Hey, Jill, how are you? Hey, Ebony, thank you so much, friend. I see you. Appreciate the support. So definitely get connected with them. There's some great people. I'm just going to say shout out to a lot of great people in this agency. We got some phenomenal people. And the consistency and ability to just stay with it is unmatched. Just going to say that, unmatched. So many of the people in this agency, you are going to find some great people to collaborate with, some great people to go in and support and connect with. So as you're connecting with folks here, I'm just saying that this is not a grow room or anything like that. We do engage, but you're engaging with people who understand how to engage. So I just want you to know that. For the past 2 days, the voice chat has not qualified as a music live, and I wanted to ask you about it. I think they're changing that voice live. I'm telling you, the chat from the agency side, they've been fired up about it. And I think what happened last week wasn't by chance, where people got violations. They might have changed out some of the requirements, and people might have been kind of using the voice chat for to qualify for the music. And TikTok's like, no, that's not possible. Um, Especially if you're using TikTok music. Maybe that's what changed. But I would tell you, maybe use your own music. Maybe make sure your mic is off so you can play your own music, and replay some things that are part of your topic for your live stream. So like I said, the podcast, the affirmation books, the meditations, the ebooks, that type of stuff, you could do that as well. I'm good. How are you? I'm doing well, friend. You said the Infinity Mirror. Thank you so much, friend. You asked what agency. So the Launch Your Income Agency. I am the owner slash manager, and I support creators with going live. So it's a creator network agency. It's a free program, free, 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 free. So and I say that because essentially TikTok pays you as a creator as you get gifting in your room. You can make per live, you can make 40% of your gifts. That's how the scale live rewards work. 13% additional, up to 13% per week. Again, that's the scale live rewards. And then TikTok takes the difference. So TikTok takes 60%. Of that 60%, they give a few percentage, 2 to 3%, to the agency based on your creators' growth and supporting them. So it's not coming from your side, it's coming from the TikTok side. So TikTok pays you, they pay themselves, and they pay the agency. Okay? So that's what's happening. I appreciate you right back. I love LYA. We go together. I'm not going anywhere. I appreciate you, Halaku. You said I need some help. Jill, what you need help with, friend? They are hitting me with restrictions every time I go live. Jill, what are you doing in your live, friend? Let me know what you're doing in your live. And okay, I'm gonna break it down a little bit. I'm gonna ask some questions and answer them before I start telling you what it could be. Let's see. You said they say I'm promoting products TikTok Shop does not sell, and I'm not. Do you have a link in your bio? Do you have a link in your bio? Is it to any webpage, any social media, any ETSY, any place at all? So, so that could potentially be it. Um, how to keep what's the name of your podcast, friend? You have someone who's inquiring. Um, Jenny Ray. Hey, Jenny Ray. Jenny Ray is inquiring about your podcast, friend. Let's see. I'm gonna catch up. I'm gonna finish talking about the agency in 1 second. She deals with all of our crazy. So cool. How can we get more information? I'm going to share more information, and then I also have a webpage, so I'll share that as well. How long do I need to stay live for the 3 times needed to apply? You know what? So TikTok says you have to do 3 separate lives for a total of 30 minutes. Okay. For over the course of 3 days. Okay. So day one, you can go 10 minutes. Day two, 10 minutes. Day three, 10 minutes. You did your 30 minutes. However, let me be very clear. In order to join the agency, you have to be a live host. Okay? So that means that you are going with the intent that you will continue to go live. You will continue to have a live schedule. You will continue to show up. I'm making the new contract for lives for the agency for 6 months. I'm doing a 6 months. It was a year when we first started, but I'm doing 6 months with the renewals happening pretty much around August, September, based on people who are going live. And so if you're going live, you can get renewed. But that means that you've been trying to make an attempt. And really at this point, I'm doing shorter contracts because TikTok is asking agencies to now, really support their creators in a way that you are obviously going to show up and stay committed to the process. So in the future, when I do contract renewals, we'll probably have some requirements in terms of how many days and how many hours. I don't have that currently. I tried to make this as flexible as possible. So I don't have any rules about how many hours and how many days. I try to make it fluid. But moving forward with the new rules that TikTok's implementing, I'm probably going to have to institute requirements. So I'm waiting to hear more information and more examples from from the new rules and how people are trying to manage through it. But more than likely, I will have some requirements just to make sure we hit our metrics and we don't have inactive. Our inactive percentage is pretty high right now, so we got to make sure that we don't keep that high percentage. Do you provide any assistance with the TikTok shop? I am not a TikTok shop agency. I do talk about it because I know about it from my own journey, and I have a shop page, but I don't consider, I'm not a TikTok shop agency, so I don't consider myself an expert. Um, but if you have questions, I can support you with how to get set up and some basic questions about pinning in your live and some things you need to know and do with your TikTok shop. So I do answer those questions. I do it in my live, and if you want to do a consultation, I can walk you through and kind of walk you through the whole platform for the shop side. Do we have any life coaches? Yeah. Coach Jesse, you're a certified life coach. There's a couple life coaches. Coach Rhonda, she's a certified life coach. Um, who was it? Dr. Gerald is a certified life coach as well. Yeah, so there's quite a few. Yeah, so um, let's see. Thank you all for being here. I'm catching up on comments. I apologize. Kind of got away from me a little bit. Should I remove the link in my bio to my website? Um, we've been hearing that has been causing problems for folks. That link in bio. If you have a link in your bio, that could be the problem. I removed my link in my bio, and I did that on purpose because I was getting a lot of, I was hearing a lot. Not that I was getting anything personally, but I was hearing a lot of people saying that the link in bio was causing them to have a restriction that says they're moving people off the platform. We got a message. One of the creators sent me a message that Service Plus is saying that it causes your views to be suppressed as part of one of their marketing tactics. I think it was a scare tactic, but that they did put that in there. I asked my point of contact. She said it also suppresses your views. So I took it out. Now I took it out and I made some other changes in the last week. I have to admit my room has gotten a little bit better with visibility. Um, but I don't know if it's because of the link in bio. I think it's because I updated my app, I uninstalled and reinstalled, I did all the things. So there's several things I've done in the last 2 weeks or so. But the link in bio is one of them. I did remove it. I think they see something that is not there. Did you answer? Do you have a link in bio, Jill? Did I ask you that question? Link in bio. Are you using your board? Is there a message on your board? Do you use the board at all? And what words do you have on the board if you do use it? Hey, it's Holly Q on Spotify, Apple, and Podcast. Apple Podcasts. Hey, it's Holly Q. It's her podcast. Yes. Can you resend it to me, please? What's that, Kay? Resend what to you, Kay? Let me know. The website for the agency? Let me know if that's what you meant. Can I do all three in one day? No, it has to be 24 hours in between each one. Hello, friend. Hey, Gigi. So it has to be 24 hours in between each live that you do. So 3 separate days. So you can go longer. You can do the 30 minutes in one day, but you still got to do the other 2 days. Talk to TikTok, but I couldn't reach them. Um, how do you get out of an agency? Oh, Neo. Give me 1 second. I can't coach or poach. All I can do is tell you to go to your original creator network and talk to them. If you go to the box, it kind of gives instructions about who they are, their contact information, and then it'll tell you how the relationship can be managed. That information is there for you, but you want to go there. You said, what's the agency? Launch Your Income Agency. LYIA. Violations. What happened, Jenny? You said violations. What's that referring to, friend? Thank you for the shares. I appreciate the support, everybody. Thank you so much for the shares. Um, Feel free to like the live, share it out. What is the agency's website? Okay, let me do this. Let me come into the page. I'm going to give my page. So let's do this. If you are here, click my photo. If you click my photo, my mini profile is going to pop up. Click my photo again. When you click my photo again, it takes you to my profile page. Okay, it takes you to this account. In this account, in my bio, is the agency's page. So if you click that, it takes you to the agency page. Okay, so Launch Your Income Agency, that's this one. In on the agency page, because I just told you I took my link out of this page, out of this bio. On my agency page, I moved it over there because I don't go live over there. And I need to do more content over there, but that is the agency's official page. I just said hi in here. Um, okay, got it. There you go. I just pinned the agency page. So if you guys want to follow that, if you are trying to figure out how to get to the agency later, that's how you get to it. So if you go into my link in bio, it is a stand. If you go to my stand, the very first section is the agency information. It is the application to apply. It's a quick click to apply. It should work for you. It did not work for Chris. I don't know, I'm sure what happened, but it should work for you. So you might have to open it up into a separate browser, copy paste the link, do something like that. I'm not sure why it wasn't working for him, but it didn't work for him. But with that, he did get it. He did get it to work eventually. He messaged me about it. So when it comes to, and then there's a description blurb for you also about the agency. Okay, so the agency information is there. You can find out some additional information I share about the agency also there as well. So let me know if there's any other questions about it. I'll talk. Uh, Kay, did you get the website? Let me know if you got it, friend. Let me know if you got my stand. It's I just sent it. You said just removed it. Got it. Apologize to Shar, thinking you were asking anyone in the group. Cynthia, apologies to Shar. I answered thinking you were asking anyone in the group. Oh, no problem. Let's see. Jill, hopefully you got your answers. Your Jill, check and see board, website. Don't talk about other products. Content disclosure, turn that on. Turn on your content disclosure. Those are the three things I would tell you. You see eyes. Jesse, why did you do me eyes? Created my account yesterday, trying to hit that at 1K to go live. Her gracefully paid. Let me know what that meant. Yes, I got it. You should see me now. Okay, perfect. Cindy, you want to make sure you don't do gotcha, friend. I see you, friend. Yeah, you're that's called spam in the chat. You got to be careful with that, friend, so you don't get removed. Um, so let me know if you want to connect. You always want to say hello, how you doing, so that it doesn't look like you're spamming. And then Chris, you said, I'm going to go live after you're live. A little nervous, but not worried. I appreciate your support, and I'm not not even able to apply yet. Thank you. You're welcome, friend. You were so welcome. You said, yeah, the spam. Okay, yeah. Hello, how are you? I'm doing fine. Cindy, yeah, you don't want to spam. You don't want to say gotcha neither. That is part of grow room culture. So you want to be careful about that, friend. All right. All right. So my friends who applied, I will check for you as well. Thank you so much for that. I feel like there was like 10 things I was going to talk about. Let me know if there's something I'm missing. I was going to talk about fan club because Chris, you asked about fan club, didn't you? Let me explain that to you before you go live, because you want fan club. My apologies. I stepped away. Did you answer my question? What was your question? I've answered like 20 questions since then. About how long to go live. Oh, yeah, I gave a whole explanation on that. Go live, how long to go live, or when to go live. I think you asked when to go live. When to go live, when to go live is when you are able to commit to that time frame. That's what I said. So I gave a whole story about I started off at 4 o'clock because my husband was coming home from work. He does his walk. My son was at school. My job didn't worry about that schedule. So 4 o'clock was a good time for me to do it. So pick a time that works for you first, and then pick a time that maybe your audience is more than likely going to be there. So depending on what you do for your live stream, you might say, oh, well, this is a good time because people are up in the morning getting ready for work. Or this is a good time because maybe the afternoon people are taking breaks and they're scrolling on their phone, and I'll do it then. Or maybe in the evening because people are relaxing. So you decide what makes sense for you first so that you can be consistent, and then you figure out a time that may work for your audience, and that should be your time. um, Very welcome. I'm new here. This is the place to be. You're so sweet. Thank you for this is me. Very good information. You're welcome. Appreciate you both. I appreciate you guys coming in. You Pendra. Did I say that right? You Pendra? You Pendra. You gotta put a bio. Are you a private account or you don't have a bio? Thank you for answering and recapping. You're welcome, friend. Um, so yeah, put a bio, because that's how we get to know you, but also how TikTok gets to know you. As you're creating your profile, you want to make sure that your photo, your username, your nickname, and your bio is all there, because that's how you optimize your profile. Okay. So and again, as people are searching for you, or searching for content that you're producing that's in your bio and that you created content for, then they'll come across your page. Yes, I need to create a bio. Was a scroller, but now more serious. There we go. Okay, so I'm gonna end today's live. I'm gonna talk about fan club. I'm gonna do a quick rundown on engagement, because I want you guys, as you're thinking about going live, you want your audience to engage. You need the chats. You need the shares. You need the likes that are flying on the side here. Let me flip my camera the right way so I can point correctly. You need the people doing the hearts. That is up here, okay? Um, I'll show you real quick because I have a tapper. I'm gonna make this lower. So you see the hearts? Those are the hearts that are popping up there. Let me stop tapping. Confetti falls on the screen, but I want to show you guys. So people will tap with their fingers. You can tap with your fingers, and that heart will pop up at the top. You see the heart up there. A line's gonna start crawling across. The heart's gonna pop up. A line's gonna crawl across. Once it gets to the end, that heart is gonna get fatter, and confetti dots are gonna start percolating out of it. Hey, Jean. And then it is going to track how many hearts you've sent, how many likes. You see the likes here, and you see them on my screen over here. So that's showing that you're liking a live. That is free support. I'm going to show you guys something else. So once you let go, turn it off, confetti falls on the screen. So I have a second device. I'm using this. I'm on my agency page. I'm in the live too. You might want to get yourself a tapper if you're really going to be in this space as a live host. It's helpful for you as well, because if you have another device in a second account, you can be liking your live. Okay, so that's a good way to like your live. So I would actually say, do that, because it helps to kind of create a little bit of a visibility to your stream. There is a notion, and I'll put this out here to you all. If you can get 10K likes in the first 10 minutes, then that helps to drive traffic to your room again. We've been testing it out. I haven't always hit 10 minutes, but it is helpful because that is helping to drive the traffic to my room. Okay, and in the beginning also, it helped to push you out a little bit. Yep. And in the beginning, when you go live, when it's saying 3, 2, 1, start talking at the 3. Even though no, the countdown's happening, you are always talking. You guys don't see much dead space here. If you catch me and I'm not talking, I'm either searching for something, I'm moving the chat, or doing something like that. But for the most part, I talk this entire time. Or I'm reading comments, I'm saying it in your voice, and my head is your voice, not my voice. But again, I'm talking. Is a tapper in your store? It is. If you go into my, I'm sorry, if you click my photo up here, my mini profile is going to pop up. My showcase is right at the bottom of my mini profile. So you can see all the things. This light that I have, the colorful changing lights, is called the sunset. The sunset lamp is a little lamp that looks like this. That's what I'm using. Um, the stand that my phone is on, it's up there, it's in the top. There's a clip-on light that I'm using also. This clip-on light that's clipped up here. That's also in the showcase. So there's some things I'm using. I show, in my showcase is mainly products that I use for my live stream. You'll see that. Some other stuff that was in there from the holidays are in there also. But yeah, that's what's in there. Liking the live is important. I'm going to show you guys something else. A lot of people don't notice this. Yes, I feel like because people are watching, even if they're not in your live, they are. There's people. Thank you for saying that. That reminds me. Quiet surprise, no scooping. We don't scoop. We say hi, friend. We don't scoop. We're not a grow room. We try to build genuine connections here. So definitely connect with people, but make sure you are not just scooping people up, because those people don't engage with you. That you want people who are going to engage. Okay, so really quickly, you made a great point. People are watching me. Hey, friend, how you doing? So people are watching me on the and they have not tapped to come in. I'm going to tell you real quick. This is my public service notice. Come in, grab your daily heart me. Thank you so much for that daily heart me. Come in because you're losing engagement. You can get information. You can connect with other people. You can engage. So don't miss out on engagement when you're just looking on the outside, taking this information in. I'm going to talk about the daily heart me in just a minute. Yes, with engaging and building community. That's it. That's it. This is an engagement app, y'all. Okay? This is not television. And the reason why we got a sticker that says this ain't TV, because I told you earlier, my audience are people who are millennials, not older millennials, but millennials, Gen Xers, and boomers. All y'all in here, and we all love us some TV, don't we? We grew up watching TV. And said, hi, where did you buy Tapper? It's here, friend. If you go here, I'll do this since I'm about to get off my live shortly. I will pin it. Okay? So I will pin the products in there. Let me see. Oh, do I have it in there? It should be in there. Let's see. Let me go back. Let's see. And then, give me 1 second. I'm gonna pin the other ones in there too. I'll put the selfie stick. And then earlier, who wanted some gum? Somebody wanted Noro gum. Where's the Noro gum? I'll pin that to you for you guys too. That was in there. Okay, I added the 5 products. So I'm not gonna they're in the showcase now. So if you want to grab anything in the showcase, the products are in there. The tapper's in there. The light, clip-on light, the sunset light with the color changes, and then I put this in there too because this is something for the stand. But let me put the other one in there. Somebody asked for Neural Gum, so I put that in there too. Let's go back. I think is this it? No, that's not it. Give me 1 second. I think the one I've been using, I need to probably go back and add it. Let me see if it's now sold out. It might be sold out. You always want to audit your showcase. No, I don't see it. I think it's on my other shop. I think it's on my shop page. Okay, I'll leave it alone. I think it's on my shop page. Thank you all for coming in. I appreciate you all. You guys can see what's in there. Um, you said you just reached level 13. Thank you so much. Congratulations, friend. You said that was no joke. Do you like it? Do you like it? Is that a good thing? You said I didn't see it. What didn't you see? The tapper? Okay, I added it now. I added it for you now, Kay. Let me know if you still don't see it. It should be in the shopping cart. I need to add, I think it'll add to my showcase because I just added it. That's the beauty of TikTok. I'm gonna say this y'all real quick because it had sold out of my showcase and I forgot I hadn't replaced it. Well, what happens is TikTok will recommend products. What did it recommend? It recommended the tapper. So I was able to add it right here for you all. Okay, so just know, you said I got them. Thank you. You're welcome. I think I'll need it for my afternoon slump. Yes. Red skin chicks. Hello, Frey. You said I have a question. What's your question? We appreciate you. Thank you so much, Red. You appreciate me for the gum, for the tapper. What you appreciate you too, friend. You said I haven't gone live yet. Do I have to be in TikTok Studio to do products in my showcase? Do I have to be in TikTok Studio to do products in my showcase? You mean TikTok Studio to put products in your showcase for the live stream? No, I don't think that's what you're asking me now. I just did it while I was in live. I hit the shopping cart here and then I added products. The products I added in the shopping cart here were a combination of products that were already in my showcase. Someone if I just hit the live button, it won't let me add to my showcase. Someone told you that? So you should have products already in your showcase. Yes. You should have products already in your showcase. When you go to TikTok shop for creator, there will be products there that you can add. Product marketplace. You can add products from the product marketplace to add to your showcase. However, and I don't know if this is true, I do. So you have products in your showcase. So literally what I just did, I'm going to show you from my other account. I'll since we're going to get off soon. Thank you all who are here. If you're new to the room and you're brand new, feel free to say hello, how you doing? Put something in the chat so we see you. If you haven't gone live yet, let the cart maybe not available. They said they haven't gone. Oh, thank you, Leanne. Thank you. Leanne is making a great point. You probably have to do those first 3 lives. I'm going to pin her comment. Thank you for that, Leanne. You probably need to do your first 3 lives so you can get the shopping cart to show up. I think that is the case. You got to get live access. So the fan button isn't showing up on my live preview. The fan button isn't showing on your live preview. What did you mean by that? You mean the heart me? The heart me isn't showing up on the preview. The preview, it may not. A lot of features aren't available in the preview. But you got me thinking, is it available in those first 3 lives also? It might be very much like the shopping cart. But that doesn't make sense. People should be able to come in and get your fan club. Is that what you mean? Like here it says join my... It doesn't say join? Yeah. So, I'm doing animal products. Can I add different brands? Yes. Yes. You can add different brands. It doesn't have to be one brand. It could be any brand. Yeah. You can add. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. So yeah, Chris, I'm thinking it's not there. So let me talk about fan club. The reason why you want the fan club, let me see, because I was gonna go. You said I'm so nervous. Leanne, why do you pop up on my screen all the time? I hope you're still in here. was yesterday. That was your post from yesterday. So, all right, friends. So, Leanne is our resident dancer slash artist. And she also teaches live studios. So definitely connect with her if you are interested in doing lives from the computer. So Redskin chick, you might want to. I don't know if you want to do it from the computer. Oh, TikTok shop. You can you do TikTok shop? No, you can't. Shop available on the computer, Leanne. Or am I thinking Service Plus? You said it's nerve wracking in the beginning and it gets really easier. No, so my bad. Shop is not available on the computer. Shop is not available on the computer. So you have to do it from your phone. You have to do live manager from your computer. That's where you can kind of look at your analytics for your shop page. You can look and add products from it. So you really do want to have your computer or a tablet by your side while you're doing shop. In a perfect world, you're having that as a complement to your live. So you can kind of see what's happening. You can see comments. You can see a script. People asked about script earlier. That's Live Manager. That's another feature that's with the live, but it's only available on your desktop. I don't think it's on your tablet. It's actually only available on your desktop computer. So yeah, definitely add Live Manager as another thing that you can do. So what was I about to say? So let's talk really quickly about fan club because I do have to go shortly. I have a 6:30 meeting. But fan club, really quickly. Fan club is your community. As people come in, they're grabbing that daily heart me. That daily heart me is the way people are connecting and engaging with you. That heart me is one coin, one penny. You got to have coins on your account. Remember, I just told you about likes. We talked about the likes popping up. That's free support. We talked about all the comments that were coming in. That's free support. We talked about sharing out the live. People were sharing out the live and reposting and adding it to story. That is free support. So you want your community to support. So when you have fan club members, those are people who are really truly invested in your message. They will come back. They're grabbing their daily heart me. And if they come back daily, that's great. If they come back within that week, that's also good. When they don't come back after a week, it grays out and you lose those fan club members. Hey, you still on? I see. I know I am. I am. I am. So I'm gonna get off shortly. I actually have to get off soon. Oh, so you can have a script to organize your live for your shopping live, for your shoppable live. That's Live Manager. For your shoppable live, you can turn that on. Yeah, that's for TikTok Shop. Hey, chickens and bullies, how are you, friend? For TikTok Shop, you have it. But if you need a script, you can always have a tablet or your computer next to you and go live from your phone and still have a script available. So yeah, you can have a script. But TikTok Shop has a script feature built in because it'll pull in the key features and benefits of your product that you're promoting. So you can create a script or you can have it create its own script for you. So that's a feature that's in there. Um, so you can talk about the product and stuff. So really back to fan club. Fan club, one coin. So one coin. Um, the fan club is where people come in and grab that daily heart me is where they have Lisa next to their name. So with your fan club, you can personalize your fan club name. It's only 4 letters you can get, but you can make it what type of room you are. So this is obviously if I could put Dr. Lisa, I probably would have, but I just made it Lisa. So people know this is the Lisa room. You also have features in the fan club where you really can get to know your fan club. They now created these AI features where you could now see little tags you can create for people. And what's happened is as people are putting comments in your chat and they're talking to you and stuff, they will create the AI is picking that up from your community. People who have gotten your daily heart me, and now there's tags in there. And so if you're looking for conversation starters, you can create a tag. And so I can create, and they'll give you suggested topics. So our friend here, Kay, you were just talking to me. There's a little quick tag that's in there that says, um, contributed to 2 live goals. So you supported my live goals, and they'll give a little message that says, "Thank you for helping reach my goals. I really appreciate your support." That's something I can say. Now, hey Eugene. So again, you can say that. It'll also create specialized questions and maybe some other tags in there that you can really kind of use to know your audience. And you can say, oh, oh, I see that you also talked about, I don't know, the live studio. Have you used the live studio yet? And so there's different things like that you can see, you can use, and TikTok has that AI feature there. Now, what is Live Center and Live Center Hub? Should I use it? I am broadcasting from my laptop. So you're using Live Studio. You said Live Center. Live Center is hey friend, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Hello, when you live on your phone, can you also log into the same TikTok account on your iPad? No. It's gonna be switching you between the two. It'll give you it'll say, do you want to switch to this account? So you wanna pick which one. Live Studio is the analytics live recordings on the computer. Is that what it's called, Live Center? So it's like the Live Center here when you when we think about here on the phone. So when you're here, this is the Live Center. They call this the hub. So you get information about the analytics here. This is where the analytics are for the phone side. Is that what you mean, Leanne? Yes. Okay. So on your phone is under TikTok Studio. You see post and you live. So this is your live analytics, tools and resources, all that's there. So tried that last night while on live and my audio booted me. Yeah. Yeah, you can't switch between the two. You gotta pick one or the other. Yeah. Or you can switch back and forth, but it will kick you out. It pops up after you're live and you can go to it to get analytics and etc. Okay. So Chris Leanne is answering your question because she uses Live Studio and it sounds like you're using Live Studio also. You log into it, you can't be live on both at the same time. Yeah, you can't be live on both. So any other questions, guys? I just looked at the time. I really didn't do fan club justice, so I'm gonna have to talk about that tomorrow. We'll talk about it because I don't want you to miss. Okay, okay, thanks, Chris. I don't want you to miss out on this. Anybody who's here who's been listening, fan club is critical to how you perform. Okay. Good night. You're welcome, friend. So I don't want you to miss out on that. I want you guys to get an understanding of how to leverage your fan club, and then ultimately you're gonna even more so leverage your super fans. Okay. So I don't want you to miss the super fans out either. Missed you today, so I'll have to catch you tomorrow. Okay, Candace, thank you so much, friend. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you as well. Something to live for. I appreciate you, friend. Um, I go live at 10 a.m. and 4 p.m. Eastern daily. So I'll be back. I appreciate everybody coming through. I'm going to remove the products from my shopping cart only because I don't want to um, have them in there when I start my live and I forget they're in there. Uh, so I'm going to remove those. Let me know if there's any last minute questions. I'm going to get off in like 1 minute. I've done 2 hours officially, you all. 2 hours and 3 minutes. So, who else is going live tonight? Good Gums, thank you so much. Good Gems, I appreciate you. Say Gums, Gems. I keep getting notifications for my fan club. Need to figure it out. Yes, like I said, that's an important group to pay attention to. Those are people who have come through. And when you get level 10 and above, you can create a group chat for them. So that's important. You want to think about ways that you can keep that group engaged. And Holly Q asked this question yesterday, and I was trying to make sense of it, but at the time, I think I kind of rushed through my thoughts of it. But it is an important group to nurture. Okay, as you're thinking about building, you want to nurture that group as much as possible. You said I'm going live tonight. You're gonna go live tonight. You're going live in a few minutes. So you're on the laptop. So you're learning Live Studio. So I just want to say you're gonna do it at 6:30 Eastern. So I'm just gonna say, just be mindful. that Live Studio is a little different than the mobile device. So it's a little bit of a learning curve if you've never gone live before, trying to set it up and figure it out and all the things that are there. Um, so definitely keep that in mind. Thank you so much, Kate. Miss Kay Latte. She's going live at 7 p.m. Eastern workout. She's doing a 7 p.m. Eastern workout. Praise and Designs. Hello, friend. How are you? Um, Appreciate you being here. Leanne, you're going live at 7 p.m. Eastern as well. Leanne, you're doing beginner art lessons tonight. Thank you so much. Laugh out loud. Yes, yes, Gems. Yes, I see your friend. I keep notifications. I saw that. Thank you so much. So I appreciate everybody being here. Thank you all. Let me know if there's any final questions. Let me know if there's any questions. You said I'm carving tonight. Okay. So yeah, Leanne is our. Was that what you were doing at the dancing? Is that carving? You was dancing in the video, or were you painting? What were you doing? I need to go back to the video. Hello, hello, Jennifer. Jennifer, I'm about to get off, friend. How are you, friend? You're live tonight at 6 p.m. Central. That's Coach Jesse. Um, Somebody asked earlier about life coach, so that's Coach Jesse. Leanne should just do a private live Q&A for the desktop. Leanne, that's a good idea. That's a good idea. I was painting. Oh, you were painting in that video? Okay. Hey, Daquan, how are you, friend? Hello, hello, friend. Um, Leanne, did you hear that suggestion? Do a live where you are talking about live studio? She said private lines means super fans. So people become super fans. I heard that, friend. Although we could talk, Leanne, let's talk. Yeah, you probably should think about not necessarily super fans, but you could do a Service Plus video course. Do something like that. Or you could do like an info session and then have people get the video course. So it's one of those things. And have a couple different modules that say, here's how you add audio. Here's how you do the source link. Here's how you you can do video clips. That would be a good package, friend. I installed mine. It works well my TikTok live studio. You said boom. I need to uninstall it and reinstall. Took a little. You said I did the uninstall. Took a little time. Did it really? Why? You said it took a little time. Did it work for you? I installed mine and it works well. My TikTok live studio. Oh, for the computer. You're using the computer. Okay. All right. All right, friends. I appreciate everybody who's here. I guess we're on and I can see you finally. Okay. Okay. On my laptop. Okay, you did it on your laptop. Live Studio. Gotcha. All right. So, yeah, Live Studio, start playing around with it. Like I said, start playing around with it and see how that works for you all. The only thing about Live Studio, Leanne, I just gave that suggestion about Service Plus. Service Plus is not on Live Studio, or at least you can't pin a notice, but you can point to it because people who are in on the mobile device, they see Service Plus. They will see it. So it's just a different way of talking about it. You won't be able to use the pin card though, at least not yet. All right. Appreciate everybody who was here. Thank you so much for all the watching, watching the live, tapping the screen, liking the live, comments, the stickers, as well as the gifting that's happened. I appreciate everybody who's here. Remember, practice makes progress. Practice makes progress. So continue to grow, continue to show up, continue to be disciplined and patient. Okay? Have a good night. Thank you so much, Mrs. Treetop. I appreciate you, friend. Thank you. You're welcome. You're welcome. So how far am I up to totem pole to reach the 500K? I know I'm not there yet. You said how far? Jennifer, you're climbing, friend. You are getting there. Let me say this though, really quickly. You asked that question. You actually have the answer. When you are in, there's two different places you can go to. When you are in the agency, those who are in the agency, real quick, you can go to the creator network. So right here, when you go to your creator network agent area, the creator network area, see, I'm not an agency on this page, it's my shop page. It will say how many diamonds you've collected while you've been in the agency each month. So it's a monthly tally. I want you guys to go back and look at that. Okay? So it says, and I don't know if it's like February 1st, it might have some January 31st or something like that. But go look at the dates. So it shows you how many diamonds you've collected as a part of the agency. You also can look at your regular analytics here and stop it. And then look at your diamonds that you collected for 28 days. And you can look at those analytics. So I just wanted to say that. Thank you so much for the fluffy heart. Appreciate the support, friend. So yeah, so you can go there to check how you're growing, how you're performing, how you're showing up differently. All right. So that is something you want to keep in mind. All right. Let me know if there's any other questions. And then Jennifer, I sent an email this morning. We inadvertently didn't have the full mini 2 month, oh, sorry, 2 weeks campaign. So it stopped early. So we'll pick that up in March. And so we'll have some mini campaigns that we do and some rookie milestone campaigns and stuff. So we'll see some more that happens, but it ended early. So we're just doing the one campaign right now. All right. All right, my dear friends, I appreciate everybody who's here. Thank you so much for watching. I am going to head out. I will see you tomorrow at 10 and 4 p.m. Eastern. Okay? Thank you so much. Take care. Bye-bye. All right, friends, take care. This is loud, but I appreciate everybody who's here. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you tomorrow at 10 o'clock. Bye-bye.